Yeah, what's up, guys? Welcome. Welcome back to my channel. Before we proceed, please understand that this, my friends, is not financial advice. You are more than free to do whatever you like with your money, and so am I. And that being said, let's grab a sip of hydrogen water from my Kaspa Maxi mug. Yeah, everything, guys, definitely everything tastes better with Kaspa. Today we're about to do the same thing we do every day. Yeah, Jonathan Sopaliski, well done, player. He lit that camp on fire. It's like you threw a can of fuel, grab a match and lit that thing on fire. Man, that shit is still burning till today. We're still waiting for CZ to reply, right? But anyways, today we're about to do the same thing we do every day. First, look at market performance for the past 24 hours. Right after that, we will check at prices in details. And right after that, we will check on our positions. Are we buying Lambos yet? Yeah, but before that, guys, I know a lot of people ask me, why do I drink the hydrogen water? It has its own benefits, antioxidants. It helps your brain functions. It helps you relax more. It's a lot of things it does. You should try it and you will see. It's very beneficial for your health, okay? But anyways, let's go to what we're talking about today. People keep saying I'm crazy about accumulating Kaspa, right? Accumulating gold. I'm crazy about it. If you do remember, not long ago, okay, I started telling you, excuse me, the financial system is shifting. And how did I find out about this? It's not something I just woke up and I found out. You remember when the BRIC nation started? When the BRICS started, and that was something that caught me by surprise. It caught me by surprise because back in the days when COVID, I think it was way before COVID even hit. That was way before that, okay? There was something that was happening in China. For some strange reason, China was buying gold. And the way they were buying it, it wasn't like, they could buy it by hiding. They could just buy and not let the world know what they're doing. Okay? That was even before Trump became president. And China was buying gold. They were creating some kind of a gold corridor. Okay? And they called it the gold strip, something like that. You can go read about it and you will find it. That is what, my friends, caught my attention. It did. Okay? It did catch my attention in the sense of that. If you look at it, it did not make any sense because gold was being treated as a tier 3 asset in banks back then. It didn't. So when people buying gold, maybe they store value, yeah. But after a while, we started seeing quant come out developing the Enbridge. And when I started researching Enbridge, that's when I found out that there were nations coming together. They were trying to ditch the US dollar. Okay, they were trying to ditch it. And again, what happened, the COVID, that's why most people keep saying that, yeah, the COVID was invented by the Chinese government. That's what I keep saying it. Because what happened is that once COVID hit, the US printed more money than they should have printed. Okay, because they were supposed to support the economy in any way they could. Okay, so they printed a lot of money, and the Chinese government, Russia, South Africa, India, all of them, they started showing the world like, hey, look at this. Now the value of your money that you had with the US has been going down. Look at this. So I put my detective hat on and I started digging even more. Come to find out that what China was doing, that was, well, for the American government, it's evil. But for the other side, I think it's a genius. It's a genius move. Let me explain myself. Okay, let me explain it. In this modern world, right now, if you go to any central bank as a nation, let's just say Cameroon, my nation, and we decide we want to build a transatlantic road that goes from Cameroon to South Africa. That's a big project, right? We go to any central bank and we be like, okay, we want to build this road. The bank, let's say we want to bring in an international company or whatever, they will ask us to put in collateral for us to get that loan. Most banks right now, not every bank at this moment, they rather accept US treasuries as collateral. Do you understand what I mean? You put in US treasuries, they give you the money you need in US dollars. So you go and do your project. Once you're done, you know how it goes. But what China has started to do, after they build that gold corridor, they started going to the nations. Be like, you know what? Instead of you borrowing US dollars, why don't you borrow yuan, Chinese yuans? Borrow it from us. And instead of using the US treasuries as collateral, send us your gold. Because China is trying to do what the US used to do, which the US dollar being pegged to gold. But since the US now, the dollar is pegged to nothing but the word of the mouth, China is trying to peg the yuan to the gold and tell people, you know what? We will take your gold as collateral and you will borrow the Chinese yuan. Do you get the game? So they started going on that and people was like, well, we can't trust you. How do we know you have the gold? And that's when it hit me. Like, oh, so since 2016 that they've been buying this gold, like openly, the whole world now know that China is buying gold. Okay, they will trust it because they can see the gold and they can physically touch it. But one thing I'm trying to tell you guys is like, yeah, as an investor, you can benefit from it. You can benefit because right now, if you start investing, storing your value in gold, it's going to go up. Your value is going to be stored because they were saying, okay, the problem they were facing is that how are we going to determine the price of gold? What if somebody with a lot of money comes in and just buys a large amount of gold, pushes the price up, and then comes in tomorrow decide, okay, the price is up enough, just like what is happening to Bitcoin right now, right? Price is up enough, decides to dump it, the price is going to crash again. How are we going to, that is not stable, right? So they came up, that's what I'm telling you, the real store of value is gold. They say no, they are going to have a standard. A standard, let's just say the average price of gold for the past 200 days, for example. So for the past 3 years, they are going to take the price of gold, the up and down of gold, and divide it. The average will be the price of that they are going to be using. That is very genius because when you think about it, it's not fluctuating. The price is more or less more stable. No matter who comes in and pushes the price of today, buys it, $300 trillion worth of it or whatever, the price is still going to be stable. Okay, so that you can store your wealth in gold. And that's the reason why, if you ask me, I am buying gold. I've been buying gold since 2012, I think. I've been buying it. Store of value. Now, here is something else that I think is not going to work, okay? This is my opinion. You can go and do your research and you can come back and tell me if I was wrong or not. The US dollars, okay, the US government, instead of gold, they are going to pay their own with digital asset, stable coins, for example, because it cannot be Bitcoin. It can be and will not be Bitcoin. Trust me when I tell you this. Okay. Now, the US, we all know if you well, hold on. I think I went a little bit ahead of myself here. Going back to the gold, if you know, a lot of people keep looking at it. Okay, and I keep saying, no matter how much gold China buys, it will never surpass the US stockpile. That's why you remember when Trumpicius became president. Okay, you remember that. Let's go check Fort Knox. Let's go do this. We gotta see if the gold is there. Once they got to Fort Knox, they found out that they had more gold than they anticipated, they hushed about it. And also, now that if China is doing it, like telling nations you can come and verify, physically see it, what did the US do? The gold reserve that they had in Europe and everywhere else, the US is calling everybody to give them back their gold. All the gold the US has is now going to be stored in Fort Knox, which is, I think, either 10 or 20 times more than what China has. So if the nation decide to go with gold, the US will be like, yep, we can pay the US dollar to the gold too, we got it. You understand? So they are playing both sides of the equation depending on where the world is going to lean. Now, on the other side, okay, I know I ran ahead of myself before. On the other side, we've been discussing about it before, which now Trump, Uncle Trump, he said he's going to make the US the crypto capital of the world, which we already know. First of all, is going to be the stablecoin getting pegged to the US treasuries. That's number one. Number two, you start to see those stablecoins work, and you see how easy it's going to make transactions done. Because the question I ask for everybody, okay, before we continue, everybody here is complaining like, okay, if you can freeze my assets just because I disagree with you in one way or another, where is the trust? That's what everybody's saying. Like, okay, where is the trust? And if you can do that and then sell my asset, like what is happening to Putinicius right now, okay, we all know Putinicius assets are being frozen left and right for throwing stones at Ukraine, at Zelensky issues, okay? The US is like, okay, you want to do that shit? Okay, freeze his assets. Sell his assets to rebuild Ukraine and whatever is going on over there. So people like, well, if you can't do that just because our assets are in your US treasures, there's no trust, right? Everybody want to walk away from that because they think, oh yeah, they if it can happen to Putinicius, it's going to happen to you too tomorrow if you decide to disobey. Trumpicius, Magicius, right? But what people are not paying attention is, you want to run away from that. What about China? You send your gold. It's not like you are going to hold your gold in your country and they give you the Chinese you want. No, you have to send your gold to China. Let it sink in. You have to send it to China. And once you send it there, let's just say you disagree with them. How are you going to get that gold away from them, from China? Is it not the same situation? See what I mean? It's the same situation. There is no difference. It's even worse because now your physical gold is sitting in Chinese country and you can't get in there to go get it out. Because gold is not that easy to transport, right? Let's say you loan them 8,000 pounds of gold for them to keep, and you borrow from them. And they come out tomorrow and change the rules of engagement. Be like, you know what? Even though we agree on a 3% interest, now it's going to be a 10% interest. You can't even say no. Even if you say no, how are you going to get that gold out of the Chinese government? That's why I'm saying it's not going to work. And another thing, the BRICS nations, we all know every country in the BRICS nations has a problem with showing the true numbers. They all have that problem. So there's a trust issue right there. You understand? So things are being playing left and right. On the major table, there is a lot of rifts. There's a lot of fighting. There is a lot of agreement, disagreement, blah, blah, blah. But for you and I, it's an opportunity. And that is the reason why I am stockpiling. I told you, Kaspa, Quant, Gold, Cash, in that order. You need to get ready for it. You need to be there. By the time this thing hits the wall, by the time shit hit the fan, you need to be there. Trust me, you need to be. In what way? For example, if the whole world decide to shift to gold by pegging the US dollars to gold or the yuan to gold or whatever, however they're going to do it, okay, you have a stockpile of gold already. If gold goes from let's say in the next 5 to 10 years, gold goes from where we are right now to $50,000 an ounce, you will make money. And like I said, generational wealth, right? You'll make money out of it. If they say no, digital assets, the stable coins, like I'm telling you, you start looking at stable coins, they are not going to look at a coin, a network that crashes. They are going to be looking at something that has instant transaction and has security. The trilemma, that's why a lot of people don't get it. Solving the trilemma is a big deal. It's going to come. Right now, we are looking at, I watched the interview yesterday, I watched it on Margex. Now, the cracks on Bitcoin have started to show, like big time. Again, we are going to still make money with Bitcoin because everybody and their grandmama still FOMOing in. And everybody and their grandmama still hasn't figured out that Kaspa is the real Bitcoin. Okay? Nobody has figured it out yet. Only a few, like you and yours truly, we've started to know what's going on here. So yeah, Bitcoin is still going to run. They were asking Margex, like, okay, explain. And he was like, well, when people start to use the Lightning Network, I was like, yeah, you're fumbling. You're fumbling again. You need to tell people that the Lightning Network is taking your sovereignty away from you, because the Lightning Network is not decentralized. Once you leave the Bitcoin, once you put your Bitcoin on the Lightning Network, you are no longer decentralized. That is something that the Bitcoin maxis are not telling anybody. And that's one problem that Kaspa is solving. Kaspa doesn't need any other network to work. Kaspa is on the Kaspa network itself. Therefore, Bitcoin not being able to do anything on the BRC network or on BRC itself is a big problem. And once everybody and their grandmama start to figure that, you should be already position yourself into Kaspa. I'm telling you, this beautiful bill, the whatever they call it, stablecoin bill, even with the ISO 20022 going live, you are about to figure out the importance of Kaspa. And it might be sounding like a coincidence, but it's also lining up with Kaspa upgrading from 10 blocks per second to 30 blocks per second. We already know that in 10 blocks per second, we are making 1,000, I think close to 2,000 transactions per second without even breaking a sweat. That's what we already know, okay? Now, with the stablecoin going live, with banks able to do instant payments, where do you think they're going to lean to? That's why I keep saying, generational wealth is in front of you. And in the next, 2025 and 2026 is going to be the last time for the next probably 50 years that you have to get a lot of money. It's going to be the last time. Most people are not listening to it. Most people don't believe it. Most people still think I'm smoking some kind of opium. But so far, if you've been following my channel, everything I've been talking about has started to come true slowly. China accumulating in gold, the BRIC nations accumulating a lot of gold, which now they are going to peg to their currencies, which then will make the value of gold in the next 5 to 10 years shoot up, which now also going to power the M-bridge. Now, when we start talking about M-bridge, we already dive into that rabbit hole again on quant, because you cannot use M-bridge without buying and staking quant. Everything is coming, is like a domino effect. It's like a domino effect. It is coming there and it's happening right in front of your eyes. A lot of people are still going to be there chasing the green frog, chasing the green candles, chasing this and that. I'm telling you, it's just going to, one day you will wake up, you look at Kaspa, and that thing is there. It's there $5, $3, $4, $5, $10, $20. You'll be asking yourself, what the heck just happened? Generational wealth. Generational wealth, my friend. It is going to happen before you even say hello. That is why I keep telling you guys on this channel, this is my millionaire journey. You need to start piling up on those things. Kaspa, Quant, gold, cash. You need those things. You need to start doing it. There's no two ways about it. Trust me. There's no two ways. Everybody who is busy chasing meme coins right now, you are wasting your time. You are. The next new shiny thing that came on is privacy coins. Please stay away from those things, because when regulations hit hard, those private coins are going to fall faster than you can even say hello. I'm telling you, because you already know the government, no matter which government it is. My government, the American, is it your government, is it the Chinese government, Indian, I don't care what government is. We already know. The government likes to know who, when, how, and everything that has to do, they want to know. And for crypto to how you say it, and for crypto to succeed, privacy coins have no room. They don't. Because trust me, you might be thinking, as much as I want to believe that Kaspa is decentralized, they don't know my transaction, blah blah blah, I already know it's a lie. It's a man-made stuff, right? Jonathan made it. So there's gonna be some genius sitting on some grandma's basement who can decipher this and know where the money came from and where it went to. And they know. They do. So yeah, you're in a road, not a business. You're in a road to become a multi-millionaire. That is where you need to look. Kaspa, Quant, gold, and cash. The reason why I say cash is because this epic fall that is about to happen, a lot of you are not going to see it coming. I've been yelling at it here day after day. Day after day. Guys, a reset is coming. And the reset that is coming is going to be 100 times bigger than what you saw in 2008. The AI bubble has already started failing. Most people haven't paid attention to it. Look at Nvidia stocks. How low did they go? Go look. All these AI agents, how low did they go? It has already started, because like we see, some people think like, yeah, AI is going to take out jobs. The AI is going to do this. Yeah, AI is going to take some of the jobs, not everything. Like what I do now, you need a physical person to go and turn the valves, open, run the machine, all that stuff. There are jobs that AI is not going to be able to do. Okay? So people are taking advantage of this AI, what you call it? AI sipping serum, AI drug, and everybody's getting high on it, creating companies that don't exist, that don't even have value. Yeah, some of them do. But time is going to come, like the same thing that happened in 2008. You guys remember when everybody was talking about internet was going to be the next big thing, which it became that. But before that, there were so many companies created on the internet that didn't have value. And when time came to show, the crash became epic. The same thing you're looking at right now. There are companies created on AI that have no value. They have a fictitious value. Time is going to come when that bubble is going to bust. When it busts, and then you will see like, oh shit, it's happening. That is why I'm telling you, you need to have cash ready. Because when it happens, stock market is going to go down. Bitcoin is going to go down. Kaspa, everything is going to go down. And if you have cash, it's time to scoop that bottom. Right? It's time to scoop it. For me, my Kaspa is there. I don't care whether price goes up or down. I'm going to keep accumulating it. Because I know, trust me, when I tell you, Kaspa is going to make you a lot of money. A lot of people keep thinking about it and be talking nonsense about it. But if you really look at it, okay, like right now, Michael Sell on that interview that we are talking about, first, he didn't tell people that one, Lightning Network takes away the decentralization of Bitcoin. It takes that away. And people they don't want to be a centralized entity. Kaspa solves that problem. By what? Look at the nodes. Look at the nodes. Nodes are blowing up. I think before the end of the year, Kaspa might be ending up having 1,000, 1,000 or even higher nodes. The decentralization of Kaspa is even getting more. Okay, so I do remember telling you guys, when this store of value nonsense started, I said it's because of the market cap of Bitcoin that people are saying store of value. Okay, now price of Bitcoin is what is going to throw that smoke screen down. You see what happened to the people, the BRICS nation, when they're talking about the value of gold? They say the price will be based on, let's say for example, the average price of the last 350 days, or the last average of the price of what, 5 years, add it together and divide. That will be the price of gold. That will make it more stable. But Bitcoin, you can't do that. You cannot do it. Bitcoin price is not that stable, so it cannot be the store of value. You can't. So the only thing again that makes it store of value is the market cap. And trust me, man, oh my God, I listened to the KII, and they're telling you the industries are almost there. Adoption of Kaspa is going to start taking place. Kasplex was just the start of the main thing. It was just the beginning of it. So stop looking at the price right now. Accumulate. Why do you think Binance is asking for $41 million worth of Kaspa if Kaspa was dying? Why do you think? Binance know what Kaspa is. When Solana came along, they didn't ask for that. They didn't bother themselves. Sui, they didn't bother. They didn't bother with anything else. But for Kaspa, they are trying their best. Why do you think they asked for it? See? It's generational wealth, my friend. It is don't look at price. It's not time to look at, trust me. When time to look at price comes, I will be the first to be out here and I will tell you, look, see? I will be the first one to tell you. But for Kaspa, Quant, gold, okay? Well, gold on the other side is over, the price is too high. I will tell you, wait for that breather. Let it breathe if you want to buy, okay? But Kaspa, Quant, my friends, I don't look at price. You need to get into those things before anything. Before the ISO 20022 goes live. Because when it goes, well, you know the government is shut down right now, right? All these policies are on standby. Liquidity is not moving. A lot of people don't even look at it that way. Oh, the price is not moving. Guys, liquidity is not moving. Once they agree or whatever Trumpicius, Margex is going to do, they open up the government, things start to work again. Ooh-wee. You're about to figure out. Trust me, that money is about to make those things go high. And I'm telling you, for you, you have to really look at it. This is one time, an opportunity that you cannot afford to miss. Don't follow these guys telling you all this nonsense. You need to accumulate Kaspa. Please accumulate Kaspa and Quant. I'm telling you, I'm not your financial advisor, but as a member of my millionaire journey, this is what I am doing. I don't know about you. Short term, Kaspa is going to make me a lot of money. Long term, it is going to make me a multi-millionaire. Same goes to Quant. And the cash, I sit on the side because I know when this bubble bursts, and I want to have more than enough to be able to buy stock market, precious metals, whatever. I want to be able to buy this. Because again, those of you who are living under a rock, economy is resetting. And we are not talking about just the US. There's a shift going on right now. Only the elite people know. And I'm trying to open you, I'm trying to point towards that way, like my friend, the generational wealth you're looking for. Kaspa, Quanti, gold. You need to start paying attention to what is going on. It's going to happen. And once you start, like again, I've been talking about this for what? Over a year now, or close to 2 years. And it has started to happen slowly. I can see it. I know very well you can see it too. But most people are just blinded by the price. They're just looking at the price, looking at the market. Oh, the market is shading. The market is doing this. Unfortunately, my friends, everything is tied to Bitcoin's hip until people start to realize that Bitcoin is not what it is. I think I told you one of my videos, I said, instead of Bitcoin cycle, okay, everything is going to be around Kaspa. We are going to have a Kaspa cycle. You're going to see. And sooner than later, you are going to see people start talking about Kaspa ETF, Kaspa this, Kaspa that. And then, those of you who position yourself in Kaspa right now, we will talk about the price. We will. That is why, me personally, I don't know about you, I am accumulating those things. Accumulating, number 1, Kaspa, number 2, Quant, number 3, gold, and our number 4 is cash. I already have my stockpile of Bitcoin is sitting there. And I'm watching what it's going to do because, hey, hype is something that is very dangerous. And everybody and their grandmama, they're going to run into it. Trust me, they will. This run, I believe, 150, 160,000 is on the table. Maybe the next 3 to 4 years, or by the time the next bull run comes, we might be seeing $300,000 to $400,000. And by then, I am ready to sell my Bitcoin and move on. That's what I'm willing to do then, because in 3 to 4 years, Kaspa is going to be fully developed, and trust me, it's going to give Bitcoin a run for its money. And that's why I want to make sure that I cash out at the top of that big Bitcoin price. So yeah, my friends, please, this has never been easy to become a multi-millionaire than the opportunity that you have in front of you in Kaspa, in Quant, okay, gold, cash. Go and do your research and then come back and tell me what you find. Anyways, guys, let's go right quick. Let's go look at the market. Let's see how the market has been performing for the past 24 hours. Because, yeah, I know a lot of people are, a lot of people don't understand. See, there you go. Money is not going to trickle down. Bitcoin starts to run, the market is going to run. So let's start first with our king, Kaspa. KS. For the past hour, we are laying flat, not moving. 2.1% up on the day, 0.4% up on the week, 63% up on the month, and 53.6% up on the year. Remember, I told you, hourly resets first, daily goes, weekly goes, monthly goes, and before you know it, the yearly will also reset. I told you, right? See, it has started. It has started. Sitting at the market cap of $1.39 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $39.93 million. That volume is very low. Okay, now we go look at QNT, the banker's coin, and the coin a lot of people love to hate. For the past hour, 0.6% up, 1.9% up on the day, 8.1% up on the week, 11.2% down on the month, and 39.2% up on the year. Sitting at the market cap of $1.25 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $17.81 million. As you can see, the volume is also low, very low. Look at Cubic, the war one. Let's see what's going on in that war camp. We have 0.3 up, 0.3% up the last hour, 0.2% up on the day, 13.2% down on the week, 19.6% down on the month, and 25.8% down on the year. Sitting at the market cap of $128.26 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $3.55 million. Yeah, I told you, I am tempted, but something is telling me to wait a little bit before I can enter this trade. Yeah, I want to enter a trade on Cubic so bad, but for some reason my instincts are telling me to wait. Anyways, yeah, I will keep thinking about it. Now let's go look at Jasmine, the Japanese Bitcoin. We do have 0.6% up the last hour, 1.8% up on the day, 2.4% up on the week, 55.8% up on the month, and 50.1% down on the year. Sitting at the market cap of $491.47 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $29.76 million. Okay, and now we go look at Jonathan's pet Toro. Some people call it Bitcoin, I call it the orange guy. So let's see, 0.1% up the last hour, 2.4% up on the day, 5% down on the week, 2.3% down on the month, and 36.5% up on the year. You see, This is why the market looks green today, because Bitcoin is going up. Guys, money is not going to trickle down. Money is going to follow Bitcoin. That's what it is, okay? Sitting at a market cap of $2.08 trillion and a 24 hours volume traded at $55.07 billion. So yeah, you can look at it, and I keep telling you, money is not going to trickle down. Money is going to follow Bitcoin. Bitcoin goes up, all coins go. Bitcoin drops, all coins drop. Unfortunately, they're still tied to the hip until people, very soon the truth is going to come out, and a lot of coins are going to decouple. But right now, yeah, utility coins, that's where your money is. Okay, now let's go look at the market prices in details. Let's see. Although, like I tell you, this TA right now wouldn't matter to you. You just have to pay attention to the macroeconomy. Okay, and let's start first here. Dixie going down, Bitcoin going up. Yes, this is what we want. We want to see an inverse correlation. That's what we want to see. Now we start with Bitcoin. See my green line. We're gonna start with Kaspa. If you've been following my channel, I had a green line there, the 10th, right? Monday, which is tomorrow. See, green line meaning price is going to run on Kaspa. But well, you know what, you can make whatever you want to make out of it. But anyways, as you can see, yesterday I told you Kaspa on the hourly, it was forming a bull flag. Some people want to take it from here, but I want to take it from here, because yeah, if you measure the distance between here and here, it's not the same thing like from here to where it broke out. It's not the same. So I think it's one giant bull flag that starts from here, okay? Like it goes all the way, and you are having this. That's what we are having right now. Therefore, sooner than later, we are going to see it break out to the upside. And a lot of people saying, yeah, what's the target? Yesterday we looked at it, and those of you who were not here, you can also do this, okay? You can take from the bottom, okay? It's not going to be perfect, and to the top, okay? Now, that I have to go on the 4 hourly right quick. Although, like I tell you, you can't. I mean, TA is not really going to work right now because Bitcoin is doing its thing, okay? But if you take this, come on, and put it on the breakout target, okay? Now look at it on the 4 hour, on the daily. We are going to be sitting at almost 7 cents. That's where everything is going. But yeah, let's not go ahead of ourselves. Yesterday I told you, look at the ribbon green facing upwards. Even right now, as you can see, it is curving upwards. So there is a bullish momentum to it. Like again, I told you, it never fails. Price always gets attracted to the moving average. That's what happened here. Okay, as always, get attracted to it, came above, it retest. Now it's bouncing upwards, okay, towards the target. 7 cents. 7 cents is the major target that this thing is going to go. Okay, if you look at it on the 4 hourly, because the 1 hour has reset, okay, 1 hour has reset. Look at the 4 hour. See, if I zoom in, the ribbon has just started turning green. You see, it has reset, and it is going upwards. The same thing. Price always gets attracted to the moving average, but the difference here is that this is a bull flag that is breaking out. Okay, so I'm expecting exactly the same thing to happen. Okay, price here, okay, breaks above, retests the moving average, and keep on going. That's what I'm expecting right here. So things are looking bullish, very bullish for Kaspa, because yeah, like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm still waiting to see what Binance is going to say after the shots were fired. We haven't seen no reply from them, right? So if you look on the daily, you're going to see now that the 4 hourly is resetting, the daily is also doing the same. It's going to start, a ribbon is going to start curving upwards. Price is going to go towards the moving average. And if you look at here, moving average is sitting almost at 8 cents. I think by the time price gets there, since it is going downwards, I think it's going to come like down to 7 cents and then start curving upwards. That's what I think is going to happen. But yeah, regardless, we are going to make a lot of money with this thing. Like I told you, short term, you are going to make a lot of money with Kaspa. Most people are looking at it and I'm like, yeah, I don't have to panic about it, okay? Because my price targets are still the same. The first one, major target, is 12 cents. Anything below 12 cents is just noise, my friends. It's just noise. So yeah, 12 cents, we get there, conquer it, then 15 cents. Get there, conquer it, then we will look at 18, 19 cents before start hitting all-time highs, and then we will start getting to price discovery. And that is when you are going to see, my friends, you are going to see everybody and their grandmama start singing praises about Kaspa. Now is the time you are supposed to get in, not then, okay? But anyways, I'm not your financial advisor, right? Anyways, now let's go look at Quant. I mean Quant. Let's see QNT, the banker's coin. Let's see what we got going on there, because everything is also playing the same, just like I told you yesterday. See, a flag that is forming, and another thing that is forming on Quant right now on the 1 hour is a W. W is a very bullish pattern. See, 1, 2. Now all we want the price to do is to break above that. Once it does, yep, it's go time. And now you're gonna tell me, like I said, I'm expecting Quant to break that I think it's around that $95. Once it breaks and then confirm, you're about to see it starts to go. Yesterday I was telling you, like, don't look at the ribbon, it's deceiving, because once Bitcoin start to take off, the ribbon is going to flip. As you can see on the 1 hour, what do you see? It has started to turn green. You see that, right? It has started to turn green. Quant is having a bullish momentum. If you look at it on the 4 hour, let's see. Ribbon is green. There was no point to panic yesterday, like I told you. You didn't have to panic. It is happening because, again, Bitcoin is heading to that 150, 160,000, and whether we like it or not, it's going to drag all these utility coins with it. You are going to see. So right now, look, green going upwards. We are now retesting again the moving average. Okay, if you look at it on the daily, let's see, because the 4 hour has reset, the 1 hour has also reset, and now look at the daily. See the ribbon? Still red, but it is curving upwards. Look at where the moving average is. And if that is not enough for you, go and look for the RSI and look at the MACD. You will see that they have also started to reset. So yeah, there is a big move coming. Bitcoin needs to break above that 106,000 and confirm. When it does, yeah, it's go time. Okay, it is happening. I don't know why people are so afraid and try to jump bridges. It's a matter of being how do you say it? It's a matter of being patient, very patient, and you're about to make you a lot of money. For me, anything below $125 is just noise. The major resistance is there, $125. We will conquer that and then go to 151, then 164. After that, you do have 176, which will lead us to $230. If we can conquer that with the daily candle, Quant will be looking to all-time high before we start to get into price discovery. Which now, with this ISO 20022 coming up this month, I think wonders are going to happen. It's up to you. You want to sit on the side and cry about stuff? That's you. You want to make a move? Yep, now it's time to make that money. I don't know about you, but I got my positions open. Okay, now let's go look at Bitcoin right quick. See Bitcoin, see, bam, see, just like I told you yesterday, there's no changes. Bitcoin is on a mission. It has to hit that $150,000, $160,000, just like I told you. And I said, price always get attracted to moving average. It never fails, my friends. It never fails. Look at the ribbon facing upward, full speed. Even if you want to go to the 4 hourly, see, look at where the price is. That's why I keep telling you, Bitcoin has to go above that 110,000. I think it's going to do that this week. Look at the ribbon, because the hourly has reset, the 4 hourly has started to curve upwards, and the moving average is sitting at that $109,000 as we speak. It might come down to that 108 and see if the price can bounce on it and keep on going. We are coming there. The government, I think they're about to resolve the issue, and the federal government is going to open back up. Trust me, things are looking bullish for Bitcoin. Okay, Even when you look at it on the daily, see the hourly has reset, 4 hourly is looking to reset. Look at the daily, the first green candle has started. Things have started to look good for Bitcoin. Things have started to look, man, everybody who was creating FUD, I don't know what they were thinking. And if you followed them on it, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Okay? For me, there is a lot of things that are still, there's just one thing I still have to look. I've been paying attention to it. And I think I've been showing it to you guys here on this channel, which is the cycle top. This chart is what I've been showing you. Look at the red line and look at the blue line. And everybody, this is where even my argument goes, okay? Everybody telling you Bitcoin is going to go to, how you call it? Bitcoin is going to go to $300,000. Look at that red line and look at the blue one. And what do I mean? See the blue one up here? Look at the red line up here. What do you see? They are curving downwards, right? They have to converge. They are going to converge somewhere. And once they do, okay, look, let me try to zoom it out for you so you see. For example, see the blue line? This blue line is going to do this. This red line is going to do this. They are going to converge, turn around. I think way to do that, I think it's going to be around that 150 or 160,000. And in every bull run, when those two lines converge, you will see the price, okay, go above a little bit, and then down it comes. That's what usually happens in every bull run, okay? If you go backwards, for example, here, see, the red line was coming up, blue line came, they converged, down we went, the top. That was the 2017-2018 bull run. See, the same thing happened here in the 2021, right? The bull run, it happened. Now we are almost doing the same thing again. But one thing that is true is that, guys, okay, you have to wait. You have to be patient. That's why I think when I look at these charts and I look at the macroeconomy, I look at everything going on around me, I start thinking, yeah, we're almost there. Those lines, the blue one has started to curve downwards. It's not longer going up. Like, look, the blue line is not longer going up like you think. Let me zoom it in. See, it has started to curve, and the red one is also curving. So yeah, things are playing out in this. Well, all I have to say is that you wait, watch and see. You will see. Okay. Anyways, now let's go look at my positions right quick. But before we do that, please do not forget this. Do not get into leverage trading if you don't know what you're doing. Leverage trading is the easiest way you can lose your money. So please stick to just spot. Or if you want to learn how to leverage trade, down below I do have the links: Bydfi, Phemex, Margex, Wix exchange. Sign up, meet their required deposits. Once you meet, they're going to give you free money. On that free money, take $20 out. I know it's tempting, but just take $20 out. If you can turn 20 into 40, 40 into 80, 80 into 160, and so on and so forth, then you are ready. You can now start trading with medium amount of money, then large amount of money. But if you cannot do that, please stay away from it, or else you will lose a lot of money. Trust me, you will become the mayor of Wreck City. You understand? Anyways, now let's go look at my positions. Okay, we're gonna start with Bydfi. You guys know here I am trading King Kaspa, and I am also trading Quant. Okay, my overall today is sitting at $7,500 approximately. Okay, and if you look at my contract, you'll see that here on my Quant I am still down $3,000. Okay, not a big deal. And on my Kaspa I am up $900 approximately. As you also can see, okay, I am an aggressive trader. I trade at 50x, and I don't use stop loss. So please do not do this if you don't know what you're doing. You can pause the video and you can look at my numbers if that's what you're interested in doing. Next one is going to be on Phemex. Phemex, so far I only have a Kaspa trade. I'm planning to add a Jasmine trade to it. I'm still looking at the market, see what's going on. My overall day is sitting at $1,300 approximately, okay? And then if you look at my contracts, you'll see that here, my Kaspa, I am up $810, okay? $810, and just like Bydfi, I do trade at 50x, as you guys can see. And I don't use stop loss. Okay, that's me. I'm looking at the market. I think I'm going to add the Jasmine trade to it very soon, but yeah, I just want to see what's going on first. Okay, last but not the least, we're going to look at Wix exchange. Wix exchange, I'm trading King Kaspa here. I also want to add another cubic trade on this one. Okay, I don't know, probably tomorrow or something. I'm still watching the market, what's going on here. My overall is sitting at $1,300 approximately, okay? And if you look at my contracts, you will see that here, my Kaspa trade, it is up $700 approximately. And just like the other ones, I trade at 50x and I don't use stop loss. That's me. Okay, please do not do this at home if you don't know what you're doing. Now, last but not the least, is Acorn. You guys already know in Acorn I am showing my kid how to trade stocks and ETFs. Okay, I told you need to start grooming your next generation. You need to start showing them how to be financially free. You need to start showing them that. Today, yeah, as you can see, that's my son's account. He's up $427, which again, I am still very proud of him. How many 9-year-olds are in the world today that can tell you they can do this? Okay, I'm still guiding him. I'm still teaching him slowly. I know I don't want to push too hard and make it boring for him. Okay, I'm just trying to teach him that this is how the world works. Okay, and if you can see, you'll see that here on his investment, we do have let's break it down. And here on stocks and ETFs, on the VOO, which is the S&P 500, the large companies, we do have 199. That's pretty nice. He's up 1.73%. Not much, but hey, he's making progress. Okay, medium company IJH, $25 allocation. Small companies IJR, $12.95 allocation. Yeah, and then we have international companies, which is IXUS, 102. And the reason why I told him to invest more on international companies is because right now the US economy doesn't look that good, but I think international companies have a lot of boom coming after this reset. Okay, so yeah, we are just starting to pile up, and then with the cash we have on the side, we are going to add more to these stocks, even silver and gold when the time comes. Okay, but on the ETFs, on the bond ETFs, we have the short-term bonds with $25. Okay, and we also have aggregate bonds, which is $60. Now, I tell you, it might seem like this, but if you do your calculation, for example, look at this. Okay, let's say in the next 5 years, if he decide not to keep on investing his allowance money today and he just want to keep it where it is right now, in the next 6 years, this account will be worth $12,000. That is without adding any money. But I want my son to be financially free by the time he's 20 or 25. So let's say in 25 years, where this is gonna be, 25 years, this account will be $121,000. You see, $121,000. That's where it's gonna be. But that is if he stops putting money in. Meaning, if he keeps putting, right now he's putting $30 every week from his allowance, the money I'm paying him. And I told you, I don't know what system you have with your children, but I have with my son. I have a system that I pay him for studying, for giving me good grades, for making his bed, helping home, cleaning the table, all that stuff. I'm making his room. Anyone he misses, I take $1 off. It's discipline. Now he knows, okay, I get paid for doing this and I want to invest. That's the system we have. I don't know which one you have, but that works for me. It might not work for you, or maybe you have another one. Anyways, I'm very, very interested in knowing what system do you use for your children. Maybe I can copy something from it, okay? Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. Please don't forget to subscribe. I am trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers, okay? And also don't forget to like and comment. I am very interested in knowing what you think about everything that we that we talked about today. And don't forget to share so that other millionaire-minded attitude like you and yours truly, we can see these videos and the family can grow. You never know what you're gonna learn from a stranger, right? Until I see you in my next one, my friend, take very good care of yourselves, okay? Bye-bye.